Robert Sapolsky. I'm Zenzi. That's Zanzi. I'm on page 393. I am determined. Grounded and determined, not bound and determined. I'm grounded and determined. Well, to mangle a French concept, really. If you didn't exist, I'd have to create you. Page 393. I am very privileged, albeit proverbial steelworker's daughter. I did grow up where all the jobs went extinct. And then my own software consulting job evaporated into the effing cloud. And when I've been truly in need, I've been ignored. Life-threateningly. And that's what happens to every single time I try and have my brain work. Been living in my vehicle. Why are they so close? This guy is like literally... Well, I tried to do that, but apparently my autism is not in concurrence. Now look, I am a staunch incompatibilist. We 100% agree that everything you said in this book. I also am the founder of the Entercation Empire, #BreakingBrilliant. Whereas those men made meth, this woman wakes wisdom. I'm the one that shouts. Mama says knock you out. Don't call it a comeback. I'm Fresh Prince from scratch. We are literally going to do an episode together. #BreakingBrilliant. Netflix streaming. How are we going to save our species from self-extincting in approximately 30 years? Without this archaic missy-mash of free will. Got a whole streaming series, a playlist, if you will, #free will gathering. Now that's a pivot from Good Will Hunting and a direct appeal to Will's and Jada Smith's Family Foundation for funding. It's this education thing you're talking about. Understanding all of this about why we behave. Well, here's where and I'm not an academic philosopher. I'm an outlier outsider. I am a Carnegie Mellon degree, BA, which is BS, that nobody will listen to me. But they can't handle my complementarityism. Is that a real thing? I was supposed to look that up. I don't do isms at all. So the only time, with this whole compatibilist nonsense, read a novel. It's like a Berkeley philosopher, a novel about a Berkeley. Like, how did that get published? If people won't listen to me. It's good. I mean, it's Breaking Bad. Is there? And now look, this whole difference thing, your compatriot Franz de Waal. I was taking a katanji on the gender thing, and then y'all primatologists, it's very clear. Gender's not quite biological. It's not quite cultural. It's a cloud of possibilities, is it not? I love this Rule 22. Strawberry Chaos Theory 22. I don't know. If I had an instrument, I would do some musical theory. musical theory. Musical theater. See, I'm such a theoretician. It's all theory on the brain. Look. Being a theoretician is a skill that absolutely every aspect of the Western whiteness thought tradition perversifies. Our thinking is just screwy. Wow, do people think no, not chaotically. What was and I said the word earlier. I'm so excited, and I have no battery, and so I'm off of my rhythm here. But this is a big deal. When I've been truly in need, I've been ignored. And I'm asking you to be the one. And you're going to have fun. Let me talk about depression for just 1 second. If, as a young adult, male of the species, you potentiated your adultness in the African savannas, neighboring next to the Maasai, but how the hell are you not going to be depressed if you then constrain yourself within cubicle captivity? Asking for a New Yorker profile. I think I got a brain. I think I'm the Phineas Gage of the 2020s. I think as a female philosopher, you gotta vet me very clearly. But I'm telling you, and I got the notes. The notes are all here. And the interesting thing in this one notebook, which is titled #BreakingBrilliant, Synchrony Symposium on to #FreeWillGathering. There's notes in here about the Brain Foundation, Palo Alto based Brain Foundation, which is an autism conference at Asilomar. Come meet me at Asilomar. Yeah. We'll start anew. Start the philosophical evolution that leads to the next scientific revolution. It's in this brain. It's been homeless for 3 years, 1 month, and 13 days. Ish. Not. I'm adult onset autism. And scrubbing that I disagree with every single thing anyone besides you and your hard incompatibilist, but we don't get all tongue twisted with insupportable arguments for free will as it's defined, as it's conceived, as it's whatever. And free will is just a free gimme, to be perfectly honest, is in my theory right now. I have sorted the hard problem of consciousness into an easy pivot. There's this whole self-congratulatory, I'm an outlier philosopher with a valid theory, and I've went everywhere. I'm saying this needs to be heard. Then we'll get some science done. I got the potentially disprovable hypotheses, cornucopia of them. Give it y'all best shot. Now, Priest 390, so great. I really, this is, as we've seen, rejection of free will doesn't doom you to break bad. That's why I am the founder. #BreakingBrilliant. Whereas those men made meth, this woman wakes wisdom. I'm the one that shouts. from a stage because I'm a stand-up philosopher doing hashtag Socratic improv. Mama says, knock you out. Don't call it a comeback. A Fresh Prince from scratch. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? This fantasy of you know, what would it, you know, zhuzhing up the sort of middle class Philadelphia, really intelligent kid. What's he gonna do? Win a Grammy in a category that doesn't even exist? Have a fully syndicatable TV show about it. Get married to like the most beautiful woman in the world. Can't have none of that. Unless you ask for it out loud. Without stopping. To as many people as possible. Until you get it. There's your free will. The repetition and intensity of the signal, my friend. You've gotten an emotional reaction from other people who you do not agree with that keeps you from opening up your own theory into quantum physiology. Now, quantum is not really the right term in what it means to most of y'all. And like, there's a packet of will, and we can find an agonist or an antagonist to up it at that quotient. That every one of y'all want like the aspirin. Work overnight and everything's better tomorrow morning. Because it has to be, because you have to commute for 2 hours and get back to that cubicle. It's cubicle captivity. That's not what these brains were evolutionarily designed to do. And everyone's gotten stuck on this hunter-gatherers. You know, most of all these free will people, they stuck in the last 2,500 years of history. Where you're going, it's like the last 10,000. I'm trying to include as much as possible given the limitedness of the data, because y'all's Western whiteness thought tradition I'm the whistleblower of. You don't bring enough data into your working memory. So where am I at? 150,000, 200,000 years ago. I'm literally going to make a plea for all the kinds of money. That's why we're going to the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation for a PR campaign, the education, to go across every nook and cranny of Earth to all 8 billion humans and watch become bulletproof, in the term of the U.S. of hypocrisy, in Africa. I don't really want to talk to the rest of my nationalities, peoples, very much. I mean, like, look how long it's taken me to find somebody who will help me get a meeting with you. I'm crap at the small talk. And I've tried. But nobody will just be able to afford me the investment of enough time to get to my deep talk. So when I've been desperately begging in need for just the tiniest little assistance, I spent all my money, all of it, trying to stay alive. And rigorously, philosophically, running the thought experiments and having the ability to prove I evaporated 150 pounds in the 15 months after turning 50. No standard diet or exercise nonsense required. Evolutionary logic. There's been talked about a lot. We're at 15 minutes. I'm going to just say harmony. I want to teach the world to think in perfect harmony.